Hey folks, welcome back. So, as promised, today's episode we are making our way to the city. I just wanted to show you all the prep work I've done ahead of time here. We have ourselves quite an assortment or a nice food chest here. 5 different types of food, as well as a drum from Extra Utilities filled with water, or going to be filled with water anyway. We're looking to get 256 buckets to take with us. Okay, so I'm still working that part out. We have our chest full of, or hardened, full of basic supplies. So this particular chest is our stuff to refill our needle gun and just kind of glowstone nooks, things of that nature. And the last chest here is building supplies. What I'm planning to do out there, without having done a ton of testing yet, but cactus can be used to make water bottles, it looks like. Okay? So I'm going to set up a 16 pieces of cactus to grow out there. So in a pinch, that'll grow in to give us 4 additional water bottles. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then I have our strong box full of cobble and some other basic building supplies when we get to our base there, as well as a couple of apple saplings. An apple sapling is simply an apple plus an oak tree to get an apple sapling, and they'll grow in it, and they're a fruit tree that you can pick basically and use for eating. And then I'm bringing along a juicer so we can eat both apples and have apple juice as a dual source of food. And that way we got kind of a mini base out there. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll finish up with these water drums here, and I will meet you guys back out at our city base. See you in just a second. Hey folks, welcome back. So I made the run to the city without too much trouble. Very, very nice indeed. We're just kind of going to go over the base here, get our camp set up, and do all this kind of fun stuff I wanted to get done here. And then we'll be good to go. So you'll recall that I brought all these kind of extra supplies with us. We've got our storage box to take things home. We've got our food box. We've got our water drum. That water drum will actually probably going to end up leaving here, I'm thinking. We'll see though as we go. We've got our base supplies to refill our ammunition. We'll have to do that at some point. And of course we got zombie flesh, which we can just flat out leave here. In fact, let's go ahead and hang it up to turn into zombie jerky for us. And there's the primary goal for this city venture here is I would like to find parts and pieces for PneumaticCraft. Let's see here. So someplace we should have a hardened chest full of some sand and some cactus. I would like to get this ripping and roaring right away. And then we got our hardened chest full of cobblestone, just to help us with building things. So I think we can probably get that up top here for kind of an emergency situation, if you will. Let's just take a look what we got around here. So this was originally our upper level building. We kind of built up to the 2nd story and said, well, let's go for it. And I think we might just as well put the cactus farm out here on the kind of flat story of our base here. You'll also note that I've taken the time to upgrade our tools here to a bronze level. It's literally just making casts with Tinker's constructs. You guys have seen it 100 times. You can kind of figure out the pattern here, of what needs to be done for that. Anyway, what I want to do, the reason I want to get the cactus out here is as they grow into too tall, it gives us, well, access to emergency water. So we've got to do 1, 2, 3, 5, Let's make sure we got the bottoms to all of this. And then the other added benefit of having the cactus out here is that it gets us some protection from spiders running up here. A little bit, not much, but some. And that's, you know, one of the big pieces of what we're after here. Making our base secure, safe. Eventually, the, you know, futuristic goal is to have a sink shell here and some sort of item transport back and forth, but that's a little ways out. And we'll just kind of repurpose this base as we need. The third thing we'll get in play here is a miniature farm. You'll note I brought the dirt around. Well, the only thing I think I forgot to bring was a bucket of water, but we might even be able to work around that. I think. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get our water refilled. You'll note we're going through it very quickly. That's almost to be expected. Okay, so let's go get a nice little walk right here. Like this. And we just gotta watch to make sure we got cobblestone below all these, so when I put in the sand it doesn't instantly die, like right there. And we'll have to triple check that. Oops. See, like that was a bad spot. We will have to triple check that our base is still secure. How do we get in and out of here? Okay, so I'm not a fan of that at the moment. Let's make sure we're nice and lit up in here. Actually, we did leave kinda hastily last time. So that's my way up and down here. Or did I leave an elevator block in the corner? I did not. Okay. So we got a little bit of base redesigned to go in, you know, inside the city here. We can work on all that given enough time. In the meantime, let's make sure we get our cactus stuff kind of finished up here, if we can. Oops. So you gotta be ultra careful with how you place these nooks. Get this stuff down, and then we definitely want to make it daytime. So like that nook will not work where it is. Has to be further out. Or no, even more. Has to be there. Because those ones are blocking they're blocking the planting of the cactus. So that one's no good. Oop. That was okay. Let's see if we can't get one more here. And this way, everything by the time we need it if and when we need it, it'll be grown in. That's really kind of the big piece here, right? And then it also gives us the advantage of having a small amount of protection from mobs being right at our door. If they try to come in this way, they will be met with a cactus death. Okay, so we got all of that. Let's go ahead and put our factory blocks into the corner. We can decide if we want to take them later or not. Let's see if we can make it daytime. Because then the next goal here is to build up another story. Let's see. Get our water pack back on, because we will go through water quite quickly. And I kind of feel like we should have some of that glass we brought with us right here. Let's see. Where was it? I intentionally brought clear glass with us so we could make doorways like this. That we could see in and out of. We're going to need a handful more dirt. And then I brought some seeds. Nothing too crazy, but enough to give us a good start anyway. Let's see. So I think if the cactus are going to grow 3 tall maximum, that'll be there. Our floor level will be there. And I kind of feel like we should always have a safety wall here, because, whoops, we will get skeletons. And stuff. Okay. There we go. The other very real threat here is that of ghasts. We no longer have ghast threats in our base, in our main base, because it's completely enclosed. So here we go. So let's see, we need some more cobble. And then as far as dirt is concerned, we don't need all that much planting up here. All of this is kind of emergency level material. Let's see. Just in case we run into some sort of issue where we get stuck out here without our gear, or we're trying to make our way back, and you know, 100 things that go with it. Which way? Did I hear a spider there? Okay. And that's really what we're after here. A nice little stable supply of everything that we could want. Let's go ahead and knock this out for a minute. We still got all these creepers to deal with, but the good news is you'll note that I've made a cleaver, and that really does allow us to dispatch them quite quickly. And we're probably just about toast on that kind of food. Okay. I think that's a beautiful garden right here. We got lots of mobs in the way. And we need to find one more type of factory building yet. But we can get to that. For now, let's get this dirt down, let's get stuff in the way. And then the other thing I brought for us here was that apple tree. So we got some there, some there. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just make this thing out the rest of the way. If you remember last time, we ran short on supplies, so that's why we did a lot of what we did. You know, and that's completely okay. I need a set of stone walls and some different type of food. We don't want to put anything too far out too far out from being usable again. Okay, do we have a crafting table here? We do. Beautiful. I think that'll probably be plenty. And then we brought our seeds and apple tree. Those can grow in whenever they grow in. About the only thing we're short on here at the moment, and we're going to see if we can fix quickly, is a bucket of water just to get us well, just to get us so we can plant our garden. Wow. There we go. So we need one of these guys. We have our drum of water. Oh wait, there's a better way to do this even. And for the time being, folks, we're going to disable this waypoint so it's not quote-unquote in our way. This whole area is secure, right? I should probably have double-checked that. We want this level of the base to be completely enclosed. No messing around. There we go. Okay, let's make our way down here a little bit. Get ourselves just a little bit of dust. We can put a glowstone nook down here so we don't get mobs underneath. In fact, I probably need to be careful because I think we did bury stuff under the deck here a little while ago. And let's go ahead and pick this ladder up and move it to the back corner. Where it makes sense anyway. That's a lot of creepers out there. Okay. Just kind of open up the floor and good to go. Look at that, we even missed a useful brick there. Our last adventure around. Oh, we're still going to need to get a few more ladders, but that's okay. Now, to get water into that barrel, I think we can do it like this. And then we need a furnace. Which we'll just go ahead and make one quickly. And one more bit of water. And we'll take our 2 pieces of dust here. Like so. Oh, we need to break it down. So now we got clay. We can, basically what we're going after here, folks, is a clay bucket very quickly. We can cook it up with the planks we got extra. Then we got some good stuff. So these little odds and ends can stay here. The timber goes back there. We want the seeds with us. And we will need a garden hoe. Okay? Or 3. I did not bring our mattock intentionally because I just didn't want to take the chance at losing it. And it's one more thing to carry back. And we can use a garden hoe, it's just you get one use out of it. But we only got 4 seeds anyhow. Right at this moment. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that guy down. Get some glowstone nooks down up here. And some walls. Just for a little even more protection. And that way we've got indefinite access to food and water. So now we do that. 2, 3. And we got 2 rice and 2 cantaloupe out here. Nothing fancy, but enough to get us by. For right now. And then we can do the nooks around the inside edge here probably. All of this is just survival. And we'll put down our apple tree. And just let that stuff sit. So now we got our Tinker's Construct glass. We want to put that into there and we want to seal off that. We need 2 more pieces of glass. That way we can kind of overlook the farm as we need. Let's see. Most of that stuff can go to there. 2 more pieces of glass. And we're good to go. And we've still got an opening here. Let's go ahead and close that in. No more above ground openings, or above head openings. And let's go ahead and make it daytime. Okay, so it's daytime. We got to refill a camel pack here. We've got an extra apple tree in case the one that grows in is not as productive as we would hope. We'll leave the bucket here because we don't really need it with us. A lot of this stuff can actually stay. It's just here for building supplies as we deem it necessary. And in fact, look at that, our cactus is starting to grow in. At 3 tall, we've got enough for a bunch of extra water. We need 4 water to refill that pack. And then we have to top off our food. There we go. And what kind of food do we want for this go around? Sure. And we need a few more nooks. And I will take 4 water with us on top of everything. And let's eat up and then we'll change our food one more time. So the next building we're after here should also look like a factory. Oops. And that's what we want to find. Where's our front door here? Okay, like so. And I thought I saw it in our first episode out here, but I'm not exactly sure where. Whoa. We got a spider playing chase over here. Let's turn off the old F7 for a minute and see what we can see around the outer edges. Wow, that was dangerous on lots of levels. Let's get away for just a second. We have a lot of creepers and stuff to get rid of. And let's get back to our safety building. It's up there. See, this is part of the problem we got with all of this, is it's very easy to end up at the wrong spot. Okay, we can do this from the roof. So where is another factory? It should have a little tower looking thing on it. Just like this one had. Let's see, we could probably even make our way around like this. So that was the whole point of the armor, guys, that we had with us. You know, I'm wearing iron armor. Yes, it adds extra heat, but in a pinch, it buys me maybe an extra hit or two that, you know, to avoid death. Of course, you know, that being the ultimate goal. So let's see, someplace out here, we had a pathway over to these other buildings. Let's make sure that's still in play. And of course light it up. And that way we can kind of make our way through and figure out where we need to be next as well. I don't know what this PneumaticCraft elevator is, but we'll work on that one. So we need to explore more city. How do we open up the city? Well, I kind of feel like we can get down into the lower level of our base. After we dump off these factory blocks that clutter and stuff that clutters inventory. Let's see. Oh, which was our corner? Right here? Let's go ahead and make up that extra couple of ladders so we can get up and down here. As well as a trapdoor, that way we can kind of close things off if we have to. Because remember, I have seen mobs run up and down ladders, which is kind of disturbing in and of itself. Here we go. So we'll have the trapdoor here. Put that away. Put that on the side. And hopefully this is enough to get us through things. And we can do like so. And let's leave that closed for right now. Just in case. And now I need to figure out a way to close out our other stuff without too much pain. Wow, they know right where I'm at. That's so funny. Let's just see if we can't start getting rid of a few of them. Why am I swinging at the speed of snail? What's going on here? Okay, it's just the clumsy effect thing. Alright, all you guys go away. Pretty please. No. We need that to be all the way out. So mobs can't possibly run up the thing. Like so. Then maybe we can get to it from the top side. And put the factory blocks away. Where's that creeper at? See, that's a whole new level of dangerous right there. Okay. And it looks to me like we got... Oh, okay. Where's our other wall at here? We might actually have to get rid of this guy with a sniper shot here. There we go. Sealed tunnelway. Let's start clearing things out if we can. Don't know who else is in our way here. But clearly we got a couple. That's good. And it looks like we gotta go ahead and make it daytime here in just a second. So let's prep for that. And put our factory blocks away. Okay. Back downstairs. Oops, that's a little bit of a drop. Let's not do that and say we did. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of creeper right there. Let's see. I would like to get us to the point where we're sealed in under here. Let's leave the backside closed off for right now. And we need to get that sealed in. See, I am not 100% sure that we've closed all this off well enough, but we'll figure it out. Let's see, we got one skeleton in here somewhere. Can you get to me? You're trying. Yes, you can. Look at that. Okay, let's hurry up and just close it in. Okay. And now, one by one, we need to clear out these rooms. Make sure we got everything out of here. No hidden surprises. Okay, that's looking fine. Nothing under the beds, which would be kind of funny. Okay, so this room looks good to me. We'll definitely take back the elevator stuff because I don't know what it does, but it sounds like fun. Okay. Oh, let's close that off. And we need some lights down yonder. What do we got back in this room now? Let's just make sure we're sealed in here first and foremost. There we go. Let's go around and just dig in the old-fashioned way. It'll be faster. Or we out of bricks. Okay. So this is, we're slowly clearing the city, guys, and it just takes a lot of time and work. And that's about the gist of it here. We got to find some of the stuff that helps us with PneumaticCraft. And in the meantime, keep dumping off the stuff we don't really need at the moment. Ooh, we can leave the ladders back. I don't need them anymore. And I'll take one extra thing of cobble. At some point, we will actually just make a cobble gen out here. And let's get these windows closed in. Just so we got a nice little secure base here. Making sure to check around for monster traps everywhere because they seem to be buried in walls and all sorts of things. And chests, of course, too. Hidden loot. Always a good thing. Okay, so we look to be in fairly good shape here. We got some yellow X's around. We want to definitely take care of that. No nonsense. Pretty please. Alright, so that path didn't pan out as much as we would have liked. We need another type of building. Let's go back to our roof and take a peek. And our cactus farm is almost completely grown in. That is excellent. In fact, that's what we can use a couple more ladders in that last trapdoor for here, so we can get right up to the roof. We'll put it to use. Why not? Here we go. And like so. Oh. There we go. And we'll just leave the extra ladders here for now. So what do we got for lootable buildings here? All of those two are all done. That's got a tower peak on it. Oh no, they all do. Okay. Have we not done the upper stories of this building yet? That could be kind of bad. Let's see here. Where's my glowstone nooks? I thought we went through all these once before. Yeah, see right there. Oh, we can get up here to look though. That's kind of handy. Let's see. So we need a factory building. Oh, what's right? See right there? That might be one of them. So we want to work our way across that way. Okay. And I think, how do I want to do this? I think I want to do this from the ground level. I feel like that'll be about the easiest. And I'm completely okay with that ninja, you know, kind of doing the very slow and tactical, almost ninja-like approach to get over there. Let's see, that food's okay for now. Let's go ahead and top off our water. I always want to carry a bunch of water with us, just in case. Factory blocks and stuff away. And we'll take one more cobble. So now that was out past our farms out that way. Okay. So that's the direction we want to go. Okay. And it looks like it's just about sleep time. So let's get that out of the way. And we're going to seal up that pathway for right now. Oh, excuse me. We're going to seal it up over here. Just in case. And let's make it daytime. So we got one creeper chasing us around the building here. Oh, lots of creepers. We're just a hair late on daytime. So that's the real thing we gotta keep working on here. I don't quite have a good way to get us safe, always. Oh, I suppose what I could do. Oh, really? We got a skeleton lined up just perfectly? Oh. Come on, die. Thank you. Come again. So, I guess we have to bust our way out at some point? Get out of there. Oh! Where's that last one at? We are sweating. Oh, yep. Let's go ahead and... Where is this guy at? Let's just bust our way out of here and dance with him for a minute. Where? Lock our way into this building. Nothing. No! Wow. Back. Ooh, a carrot, okay. Who is shooting me and from where? That was delayed. And let's do it like that. Maybe we'll keep the walkway elevated. That seems kind of reasonable to me. Did they really manage to blow a hole into my pathway there? Alright. No other miscellaneous pads up here for right now. That's all we're trying to avoid. And then, whoa, zombie pigman, nope, running back. I don't know where you came from, but I think we have to figure out a way in there. Oh, let's make sure we light this up too. Just to help with things later. Okay. There we go. Let's drop stuff off. Let's food and water. And folks, the exploration continues. This is a really long episode, so thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.